hi, how are you? Welcome to a new vlog. And unlike my previous vlog, which spanned like an entire week, this one is gonna span one night. And in this one night, I plan to read 3 books. Which sounds ridiculous because it's already like I think it's 11. I don't know. And I haven't eaten or anything like that. But so I need to do that, and I plan to read 3 books. I don't know what's wrong with me, but let's see. Anyway, I am doing this because the OG booktuber Kayla of Books and Lala has this amazing concept, readathon of sorts. And as you all know, I'm a trash for readathons, and this one is called Buzzwordathon. Buzzwordathon is essentially when she chooses like basically this one word, and in this word was in this time it was night, and you basically try to find all books in your TBR that you've been wanting to read with the word night, and then you just read them. So I thought that concept was amazing, and I've never done it, and I just wanted to participate in it. And I have some books that I want to read. So I have chosen 3, as I've told you. The first one is Night by Ellie Weasel. This is a non-fiction about the author's time as a teenager in Auschwitz. And honestly, I've been putting it off for a really long time because it just sounds horrible and harrowing, but I've heard really good things about this one, so hope to read this, but I am scared to read it. The second one is, where are you? Yeah, there you go. The Night of Broken Glass by Feroz Rado, and this is a bunch of short stories set in Kashmir, which have like characters that are the same throughout the short stories or something like that. I'm not too sure. That's what it says on the back. But it basically is trying to give you an idea of what Kashmir is actually like. And I've heard really good things about this one as well. So excited. The third book is The Night Diaries by Hiranandani. Veera Hiranandani, I think. And this is a young adult book about a girl during the partition of India. And she is half Hindu, half Muslim, and it is her journey doing something. I don't know. I will obviously talk more about the books as time goes by and I actually start reading it. For now, it is, what time is it? Let me check. Oh my god. Okay. It is 11:28 and I haven't eaten food. So I'm gonna first get me some chow, some food, and then I am gonna start reading, and I'm excited, and I'm gonna be up the whole night. So yeah, cool. Let's get to it. The soldiers ambushed Shahid as he handed the parcel of food to Kamran. Abdul Rashid told Safir he kept wondering what Shahid said to his brother a moment before the bullets hit him. What were his final words? Did he give Kamran those dates? Did the grains of soft yellow rice scatter in the air as metal tore through metal? Did Shahid hug Kamran on his mother's behalf because he had promised Musreh that he would do so? Do you think the dead body flinched as the soldiers struck it with their guns and broke its forehead? He asked Safir. What were the screams like when a dead body cries? This is the one part I was just reading from this book, and it just made me feel so many things that I had to come in and read it out to you, because unfortunately this happens a lot in Kashmir. And it's basically the story. There's a journalist who goes to meet a father of a boy who was killed. He has a brother who's a suspected militant. And he is missing his brother, so he decides to go and meet him and give him some food and sustenance, because that's what brothers do. Yeah, and then he was killed in that. So the militant brother wasn't killed, but the regular brother was. And it just got to me, guys. Yeah. I'm liking the book so far. It was okay till this part, and then I was like full blown. Whew. Anyway, gonna continue. Bye. So I'm done with about 60% of the Night of Broken Glass, and I'm feeling a little sleepy. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start reading Night by Ellie Wiesel. I found out that I have an audiobook version of this book as well. So if I want to shut my eyes and just rest it for a little bit without falling asleep, I think I can do that. And since it is the Night of Broken Glass is short stories, I can get back to it in a bit. And it is a little heavy to read in one like shot like that, you know. Sorry, I can't snap in this finger. Can you snap with both fingers? I can snap here. Can't snap here. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I'm gonna start with Night now. I don't know why I've chosen such heavy topics, but I am just 23 pages in and I have already cried thrice. Yeah, I'll start marking the places in which I have cried, cause what the fuck, dude? I have just gone from Kashmiri atrocities to Auschwitz, and what am I doing to myself? Fuck. I have finally collected myself. Took me a while, but I did it. But this short, tiny 175 page book made me sob. Like, oh my god. Obviously, everything that Elie Wiesel wrote was about his time in Auschwitz, and just not only his journey but his journey with his father, and that was very closely spoken about because they were together during that time, but also people around him, and the sort of things that he kind of saw and he was witness to. um yeah, it's absolutely nuts that this happened. However, as Elie Wiesel said, I want to read it out, is we must take sides. Neutrality helps the oppressor, never the victim. Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented. Sometimes we must interfere. Um, and I 100% agree. I feel like books like this are important because we can't forget what happened in the past, and we need to remember and make sure that things like this don't happen, and let this be a way of saying that if something wrong is happening in the world, that you stand up to it. And yeah, that's basically what this tells you. But this book was very simply written. If I have to say it, like, it wasn't difficult to understand. Anyone could kind of read it. It's obviously very harrowing in terms of the contents, because but it's still very simply written, which is very interesting. And yeah, I mean, I read it in a couple of hours, including me just having to stop multiple times because I was just sobbing. So yeah, finished one book. Cool. On to the next one. So I think next I'm gonna finish the This Night of Broken Glass. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Because I'm like 60% done with that one, and once I finish that, then I will come back to you with my thoughts. But this book has broken me. Yeah, that's, yeah. Hi. It is very clearly the morning now, like the sun's up and shit. Hello. What was that? I don't know, it's just a random cough. Anyway, I am done with The Night of Broken Glass, and to be honest, I liked it. I really thought there were some parts of the book that were amazing. There were some parts which I just didn't like. It's like I didn't get it. Like, I think, and that's what happens with short stories, right? That even though this collection of short stories was of interweaving characters, and you got to know like a whole cast of characters through short stories and through different glimpses into their life, which I thought was really interestingly done. Because, like, for example, in one story you would have met one person, and then a few stories later you kind of see them as another character, or you get to know them better, and stuff like that. So I thought the way that was done was super intelligent. So there was just some stories which I just didn't vibe with. So, but a lot of stories I did. So that was cool. So basically, this tells you about Kashmir and the people who live there currently. This basically also references this one thing, which I should actually look whether it actually did happen. Like a massacre of sorts that happened in 1993. So basically, it goes back and forth between that time. Like, I think 20 years or so back and forth between that time. And yeah, you follow like a huge cast of characters. um Something that I did notice was that there weren't too many female characters that were spoken of. I mean, they were spoken of, but you didn't really get to hear from them, which I guess is fine, because I mean, it's a dude's written it, so maybe he wasn't comfortable writing a female character, you know. But yeah, no, I still really like the book. I think that it's definitely worth a read. And yes, you will get a little confused in the middle, or maybe it was just me not sleeping. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe I was just like, I was lacking on sleep, and then was just not getting things, you know. Anyway, um liked it. Second book done. Oh my god. Still haven't started with my third book though. So clearly it's not gonna happen. Like, there are gonna be 3 books that I finish in one night, but I can read it now, and then it'll be like 3 books in a period of 24 hours or less, which is still amazing, right? Anyway, 2 books that really made me cry. Hopefully, the third book won't make me cry, because then I'll just be like, Smriti, I know you love books that make you cry, but you gotta figure that shit out, because 3 books back to back, I don't know if my little heart can handle it. Okay, I'm gonna stop blabbering now. Bye. So I am 20% into the Night Diaries by Veera Nandani, and I'm a little bored. I'll tell you why. Basically, this book is written essentially for middle grade kids more than young adults. Like the kid in the book is 13 years old, and she's writing in her diary talking about what's happening because she is half Hindu, half Muslim, and is obviously in the Pakistan side of India right now, right before the partition happens. And obviously, like, she's talking about how things are changing and how, like, in generally it's starting to get a little more tense and stuff like that, which is what like it was. At least that's what I've reached right now, and it's really nice, and I'm liking the way it's written, but I don't think it's for me. Like, I would definitely recommend it to my 13-year-old cousins, but it's not for me. So that's my only issue with it, which is why I'm just kind of like dragging my feet on it. But it's nice. It's nice. It's not like it's bad. It's good. So and I'm reading it really fast, whatever I am reading. So it's cool. I'm gonna continue reading now, and then I'm gonna answer this call from Vivek and speak to you in a bit. Hello. I'm so bored. I'm sleepy. I am finally done with this book, and it is, I think, 11 ish or something, which means that I have finished three books in 24 hours. But to be fair, the first two books I finished in like 6 or 7 hours, and then this book took me like the longest time. And not long really, but like essentially, this book wasn't for me. It was written. Okay, here's my problem with this book, right? I like the concept, I like the topic, I like the idea of it, but it's essentially a 12-year-old girl writing in her diary, which reminded me a lot of like Anne Frank, but the voice of the 12-year-old girl is not very 12-year-old-y. Like, I don't think a 12-year-old will talk, react, think like this, because I've been 12 and I did not have these thoughts. I would not write like this. So it's like it's supposedly a 12-year-old, but it sounds like a full-blown adult. And then I was just confused by that because I was just like, mm, I don't know. I was just like, this doesn't seem very believable in terms of that. My brain is like frazzled now. I am so sleepy. um but yeah, maybe I'll come back later with more thoughts because now I need I need to sleep. Yeah, but those are my thoughts for now as I've just finished the book. Yeah, more tomorrow when I'm a bigger functioning adult who's like, just can you see my eyes? Okay, cool. Good night. Bye bye. Hi, hello. I saw the footage of what I filmed when I was half asleep, and I think I did a pretty good job in telling you all my thoughts, even though I was half asleep and like totally dying. But essentially, I finished, yeah, the Night Diary. I liked the book. I didn't think it was for me though, because I'm sorry, I'm sweating, but like anyway, Night Diary is good book, but not for me. I think that a 30-year-old reading a book for a 13-year-old probably wasn't the greatest idea. I do like what she had to say, and all of that, though, as I said in my previous video, that I didn't think it was very believable as a voice. So that was what it was, and also I was getting really bored. So basically what happened was, in a day, in a span of 24 hours or less, I read 3 books with the word night in them. And the first book was Night by Ellie Weasel, which I loved. I gave it 5 stars. Absolutely amazing, stunning, small, brilliant. Oh, so good. The second book was The Night of Broken Glass by what? My god, it's slipping my mind right now. I'm so sorry. Why don't I have the book? The Night of Broken Glass by Firoz Radha. Okay. And I gave it 3.5 stars because though I loved a lot of parts, a lot of stories within that collection, there were some which I just didn't understand or I didn't quite like as much. So I definitely think it's a great book. But there were parts in it that could have been worked on a little more, maybe, in my opinion. And then The Night Diaries by Veera Hiranandani, I give 2 stars because I was kind of bored, and it's a nice story and all, but like it just wasn't believable. I'm sorry. Ugh. But that concludes my Buzzwordathon vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I think there will be more Buzzwordathon vlog thingies. So I will definitely participate in that. And if you know of any other readathons, then do let me know because I love readathons and I would love to participate in them. Meanwhile, I have my own readathon happening right now, which is called the Scary Cat Readathon. It's a thing. Why don't you just check out that video where I talk about it? And now I'm gonna stop talking because like it's really hot here in October in my city in Bombay, and like I feel flushed and like it's just really hot and I need to put on the fan and all of that sort of stuff. So thank you. Bye. Bye.